back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Monique, and if you haven't already, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so that way every time I upload, you guys will get notified. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking all about the Sephora VIB sale that's actually started already for Rouge members. I have my recommendations and my wish list. Now for those who don't know maybe the information, I will give it to you right now. Rouge members start now, the 9th to the 19th, and they will get 20% off. Then VIB gets 15% off, and that starts 13th through the 19th. And then Insiders get 10% off, and that starts 15th through the 19th. So the sale will end on the 19th. I am so bummed that it ends on the 19th because that is literally a day before my birthday. And I'm like, I told all my family, I was like, can you please, for my birthday, just give me Sephora gift cards, and if you can, give it to me like a day or two before my birthday. So I really hope I get some gift cards from my family members so I can shop some more. I have already started shopping, but that's besides the point. You will see a upcoming video of the stuff that I did buy during the sale. What else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, and for the code, it is OMG Spring. Again, that is OMG Spring, and that code is good for every tier to use. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump onto the video. So the first few items I want to recommend to you guys today is from a company who is going to be closing their doors starting, I think, the end of September, and that is from Becca Cosmetics. Now I have quite a few recommendations from her today. The first thing is from the highlighter collection, and it's in the shade Champagne Pop. It just looks like this. Really pretty champagne color. I don't even think it's a champagne, it's more like a gold. It's really pretty. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it looks like this. Really blinding. If you don't like a blinding highlighter, you might not like this, but this is just really pretty. Literally one of my favorite highlighters. Then the next product is a blush. Now they only have one blush available on Sephora, and I don't even know if that's sold out yet, but it's in the shade Wild Honey, and it's just a matte bronzer. It just looks like this. I do have a few of her blushes in my collection that you can't get at Sephora, but you can find a lot of these products at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I know you could find the blushes because that's where I got mine, is at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, one of those. And the next product you also can find at one of those stores. It's the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. I love this foundation. It is full coverage, but it doesn't look cakey on the skin. It does have a pump. It really does last a long time. I haven't kept it on for 24 hours, so I can't tell you if it really does stay 24 hours. Sorry, my phone just went off. I thought I paused it. But yeah, so I really do like that foundation. Then the next and final thing I want to recommend is a bronzer, and it is in the shade Capri Coast. It is Sunlight Bronzer, and it just looks like this. Really pretty bronzer. I would use this more towards the summertime because it does have like a sheeny texture. Not texture, but a glow to it. Up here you can't really tell, it is kind of light, but it just looks like that. Really pretty. I wasn't gonna swatch it because this is a new one. I had just took it out from my what is it called, from my like extra drawer, the products that I have like backups of, and I took it out, so I didn't want to swatch it, but that's okay. Then the next couple of items I want to recommend is from Natasha Denona. Now I have a love-hate relationship with Natasha Denona. I recommend, if you want anything from Natasha Denona, to get it from Sephora's site. Do not order from Natasha Denona's site, because I feel like if you have a product from Natasha Denona and it doesn't work out, it's easier to return at Sephora. I bought like her almost $300 palette on her site, and it came to me, it came fast, but the product itself, not like the actual eyeshadows, but like the packaging was all messed up. I had contacted Natasha, like their customer service, like literally as soon as I got it in and opened it and saw, and it took like 2 to 3 weeks for them to finally say, you know what, just return it. And we'll exchange it. But by then it was already too late. I had already used it, and I just had to go through hoops for them to take it back. So I wouldn't recommend you getting it from her site. Just go and get it from Sephora's site. So I have the $65 palette in the shade Bronze. It just looks like this. This is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I really do love this eyeshadow palette. It is a perfect palette for the summertime, and I only use 3 colors, I think, to get a look from this palette. It just looks like this, really pretty. So I really do like this palette a lot. Now I do recommend that if you haven't tried Natasha Denona eyeshadows, to go ahead and just try the mini ones, the $25 ones, because these ones are good too. I really do like these a lot. I have the shade Mini Star, and I have Mini Gold, and I have Mini Zendo, and Mini Nude. Just looks like that. So out of all of these, the Mini Star is my favorite. But yeah, these are really good quality. I feel like Natasha Denona is overhyped. I have tried some stuff from her brand, and I just haven't really liked anything except for her eyeshadows. So if there's anything that I could recommend from Natasha Denona, it would be her eyeshadows. So let's just go ahead and stick to eyeshadows. I have one more eyeshadow palette to recommend for you guys, and it is the Artist Couture Supreme Nude palette. I love this palette. I like this palette, especially if you are just a simple kind of person and you only do neutrals, or you want to just throw a shade or two in your eyes. This is the perfect palette for it. Like, look at how pretty that is. It is so beautiful. I love this palette so much. And not only that, it's super thin. Like, look at how thin that is. I think this is probably one of the thinnest eyeshadow palettes I have in my collection. I just really like this palette a lot. Then let's move on to one product that's not really necessarily like a makeup product, but it's from Cinema Secrets, and it's the makeup brush cleaner. Now I got this is 8 ounce. I got this last spring sale, and look at how much I've used. I haven't really used that much, and it's lasted me like a year already. I do recommend that if you want to pick up Cinema Secrets, the brush cleaner, to get the big one, because that's, I think, is more worth your money, and that's gonna last you. You're not gonna have to buy another one for a really long time. And you can transfer this into like a spray type bottle and just spray your brush. The littlest amount is needed for this product. I mean, the littlest amount. Don't go too crazy with this, because then you'll ruin your brushes. But I really do like this brush cleaner. Then the next product I want to talk about is from Milk Makeup. Now, let's talk about this product first. This is the Milk Makeup Kush Lash Primer, and it just looks like this. It is white based. I like this primer a lot. I am wearing it on my eyelashes today. I haven't been wearing false eyelashes in a really long time, so my eyelashes have gone small and they don't really curl and look volumizing until I use this product. I love this product. Like, I feel like my eyelashes are curled, and I didn't even use a curler to curl them. I just put this on and then threw on some mascara, and boom. I love this primer a lot, so I would recommend this. I do have another primer that I haven't tried yet. It's from Lancome. I got it during the 21 days of sale, but once I'm done with this, I'll try this one. But so far, this Milk one is really good. Then the next thing I have from Milk is this matte bronzer in the shade Baked. I love this bronzer so much. It is my favorite bronzer to cream bronzer. I would suggest, if you're gonna buy like the bronzer or the next product I'm about to talk about, which is the lip and cheek stick, to get the small size, because you're never gonna go through this. I still have a lot of product in this, so if I were to like magically use this up, I would get the smaller size. I don't see myself using it, but like I said, go with the small. It'll be better for you. Then the next one, like I said, is the lip and cheek. I have it in the shade Work. I love this blush a lot. It's just that rosy color kind of blush. What I do is I'll get like my sponge and just tap it into the product and then tap it on my cheeks. That's the best way to use this product. Then the next product, let's talk about, I think, oh well, this is technically, oh yeah, my second foundation recommendation. It's not really a foundation, but it's the Ilia Super Serum, I was gonna say Supreme Skin Tint SPF 40, and I have it in the shade Bolos. This is not my shade. It is so light, but I make it work. Now, I really do like it. This is what I have on my skin today. What I do is I just get it and I put a couple drops in my fingers, and then I rub my fingers together, and then I just put it on my face, and then I'll get a sponge and then just dab it so that way it doesn't look streaky. And I'll even add some more to the sponge to give me a little bit more coverage. This isn't full coverage. This is, you can get it to like a medium coverage with the sponge after you have put it with your hands. But I really do like this a lot. I think this is great for the summertime. You could just hurry up, put it on, and get out the door. I do, though, have to tell you guys, you have to powder. This is good for oily and dry skin, but it's gonna look really greasy on your skin. But once you powder it, it's beautiful. It's completely fine. So don't be scared when you put it on. It's gonna look like you have a grease ball face, but it does look pretty. So just keep that in mind. You have to powder it once you put it on. So I really do like this serum a lot. Then the next foundation, this is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I have it in the shade Medium 1 Punjab. Now this is 1000% mask proof. I've actually did a video putting on makeup that I think it was called like, is it mask safe or mask proof? I don't know. I will have it somewhere here to show you guys, but I did test it out and it does not go nowhere. This is such a good foundation for masks and for oily people during the summertime. The only thing is I don't like the packaging, just because when you open it, make sure you have it like this, not like this, because the product, look, it starts to leak. I don't think you're gonna be able to tell, but it leaks out. So just be careful because it can get messy. And yeah, I really do like this foundation, and I think my oily girls are gonna like this foundation a lot. Now let's talk about powders. I have two powders to recommend. Let's just get this one out of the way. This powder, you guys, if you guys been on watching my channel for a while now, you will know this powder. It's my Ride or Die powder. I have two backups. I've gone through like 4 or 5 of these, but I'm talking about the Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. I love this powder so much. This is my holy grail. It never looks cakey, never looks dry. It's just so perfect on my skin, and I can never say any much good things about this, but yeah, I recommend this one. Then the other powder I want to recommend is from Huda Beauty, and it's the, what is this called? Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. I have it in the shade Pound Cake. I really do like this powder. Just be very careful. Don't use too much because it can look a little heavy if you use too much. But I've had this for, I want to say like not even 2 years, like 3 years, 4 years maybe. But it's lasted me such a long time. Even when I've used it, I used it a lot, and I still use it here and there, but in the beginning I used it a lot. And you get a lot of product for your money. I think, how much do you get? You get 20 grams. So this will last you a while. Now let's talk about another brand. I have two from Makeup Forever. The first thing is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. I have it in the shade Y345. Now this I've been using a lot. I've been using it like one time I used it, I like used only 5 products, and this was one of the products, and it looks so good. My boyfriend, let me take out the sponge. The sponge is nasty right now because I used the sponge. But every time I have this powder on, my boyfriend always compliments me. Like, he loves this powder on me. Like, he says it looks natural without looking like heavy and like you have a lot of makeup on. So I always get compliments from him. When I put this on, either the majority of the time what I'll do is I won't put primer on. I'll just not primer, concealer. I won't put concealer on, and I'll just throw this after I put my primer, and then put some blush, bronzer, lipstick, and mascara, and I'm out the door. It literally takes me like 15 minutes, if that. So I really do like this. The only thing I would say is that if you're gonna buy this, I would go down a shade, because I feel like it does oxidize just a tad bit. It does. I don't know if I maybe got too dark of a color, or it does oxidize, because when I put it on for like right away, it doesn't look, it looks like it's my shade, but after a while it does look like it oxidized. And after like the 7th or 8th hour, I would blot. So make sure you have like a napkin, a tissue, something, a blotting paper, so you could blot your face, because it will get a little bit oily throughout the day. But you could wear it for like 6 to 7 hours without it doing that. So yeah, I really do like this a lot. Then I have a concealer. It's the Matte Velvet Skin. I have it in the shade 2.2. I like this concealer a lot. It's almost on the verge of being too full coverage. It kind of reminds me of Tarte Shape Tape, except I like this one a little bit better. So a little bit does go a long way with this. Don't use too much. I do like the applicator. It is nice and big. Just looks like that. It's not too dark, not too light. It's just really perfect for my under eye. So yeah, I really do like this concealer. Then the other concealer I want to recommend is from Pat McGrath, and it's they write it so little, Skin Fetish Sublime in L5. I like this concealer. It is the concealer that I'm wearing today. It doesn't, well, kind of does get like in the lines, but just a tad bit. Like, I've been wearing this makeup for like 7-8 hours already, and it looked really good throughout the day. But I really do like this concealer a lot. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't really go into your fine lines. It's really pretty concealer. I feel like I do look a little bit oily even though I blotted. Let's blot real quick to see. I have some blotting papers, and I just blotted too, like before I started the video. Not like right after, not right before, but, and I did powder. So yeah, I do have a little bit of oil. That's gross, but I had more than that earlier, but now I feel like my face looks a little bit better. So yeah, and you could always, for the powder, you could always just get a brush or keep a brush with you in your purse and this product, and then just dab it into the product, and then just blot your face with the powder. This is the brush I use to do that, but yeah, it's really good powder. I like it a lot. Then the next thing I want to talk about, let's talk about, did I talk about anything from this brand? I don't think I did. This one is from Tower 28, and it's the, what is this called? The Bronzino Bronzer in the shade West Coast. Now, Tower 28 recently came out with some more shades of their bronzers and their blushes. This one's my favorite. It's a perfect color for me. And this is a perfect bronzer for the summertime. It does have a glow to it, but it is so pretty. It almost looks red, but once you put it onto the skin, it doesn't look too red. Like, that was a lot, but there you go. It's so pretty. I really like this bronzer a lot, and Tower 28 is really affordable. I think the most is maybe like $25 for their product. This I think is $20, but I love Tower 28, so if you can, check them out. Then let's talk about my last bronzer, and this is an expensive bronzer, but it is such worth the money. This is from Gucci, and I'm not gonna go through it because I don't know the name. It just looks like this. It's Gucci, and it's in the shade number 3. I love this bronzer. I keep it in its packaging, and it's in the little whatever this is called, because I don't know, I just do. It looks like this. So pretty. It has that Tiffany color on it. Super pretty. I do feel like the packaging is a little bit bulky though, because you think you have a lot of product, but this goes up. Great, it was going up a little bit ago. It does come with the brush, but I don't really use it, but I keep it in there because, hello, it's expensive. But that's all the product you get, and the rest is just packaging. Like, come on, really? So, but like I said, I do think it's worth the money. This is so pretty. I did put this on top of the cream bronzer that I put from Milk, and I just love it. It just goes on really, really nice, really seamless, doesn't get patchy on me. I'm trying to look for the brush that I use. It's from Refer. But yeah, I think it's the number 5 brush from Refer. And I use that brush and I put my bronzer on. Oh, it looks so beautiful and so like flawless. Best bronzer, I think. So if you can, like I said, it is $62, but if you can afford it, or if you don't have a lot of bronzers in your collection, highly, highly recommend to get this bronzer. Finally, the last product I want to talk about is from Patrick Ta. These are the, what are these called? Double Take Cream and Powder Blush. I have it in the shade She's So LA and Do We Know Her. I like She's So LA a little bit better. It just looks like this. Now I'm going to be honest. The reason why I got this blush was because of the name. I live in Cali, and just the name, I really liked it. But after I got the blush, I really, really liked it. I prefer, I think, well, this one I do like both. So what I'll do is I'll put the powder first and then the cream on top. I'll put the powder with my regular brush that I use to put on powder blush is what I meant to say. It's the Refer number 4 brush. I'll use this brush with the powder, put it on, and then after I'll get my sponge and I'll put the cream on top of it, and then it looks so pretty. So that is She's So LA. And then the other one is Do We Know Her, and it just looks like this. Now, at first I thought this was gonna be like this color right here when I put it on my cheeks. Like, see, it looks like a corally color, and it's really not. I have it on my cheeks today. I feel like it looks more on the pink side, and I think it's because of the cream, because I did put the cream on top of the powder. I think I should have just went in with the powder first and just not the cream. But it looks okay, I think. It's not my favorite. Like I said, I do prefer the powder on this one. Now, for Patrick Ta, I do not like his other blushes, like the one blushes that he has, the single ones. I don't like those. I prefer these over those, just because the other blushes he has in his brand, they're not pigmented, and you have to like build and build and build to get pigment onto your cheeks, and I just don't have time for that. So I really do like these though. Okay, let's talk about what I have in my cart. I have already made one purchase, so I'm not going to talk about the items that I bought already, but I will talk about what I have left in my cart. I might do one more purchase, maybe 2. We will see. If I get gift cards for my birthday, then I'll definitely do another order. So hopefully I will. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so let's just get into it. I have 20 items in my cart right now. So, you know, I had a lot more in here earlier. And if I were to get all these items, my total without the discount and the tax would be $708. That's a lot. So the first thing I have in my cart is from Nars. It is the Summer Solstice eyeshadow palette, and this retails for $49. Now, I don't think I'm going to get this just because it is in the pricey side, and it only has 9 shades. I think that's a lot for only having 9 shades in a palette, so I might skip on that for now. Then the next thing I have on here is from Becca Cosmetics, and it's the new Mary Jane eyeshadow palette for $58. I love the colors in this palette. However, I do not like the packaging. I do not like the front of this palette. So I'm tempted. We will see. I'm not 100% sure yet. Then the next thing I have on here is from Tatcha. It's the Silk Powder Protective Setting Powder for $48. Now, this was an item that I was like gonna buy, like no questions asked. But then I started seeing reviews on the product, and they weren't so good. So I was like, maybe I'll wait. So I might not get this just yet, because like I said, it is $48. That's a lot for a setting powder, and I do have a lot of powders in my collection already. And I do have the silk canvas, but the actual one where you have to stick your finger, and I'm not a fan of that one. So I will hold off on that powder for now. Then the next thing I have 2 shades. It's the Pat McGrath Lab Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Setting Powder. I have it in the shade light and medium, and this retails for $30. I can't decide on what shade to get. I want something that's gonna brighten as well, and I feel like I don't know if the medium is gonna be not enough for me. I think it might just blend into my skin, so I don't know. If you guys have this product, let me know. What do you think I should get? Should I get the light or should I get the medium? We will see. Then the next thing I have on here is from Dominique Cosmetics. It's the Berries and Cream eyeshadow palette. Now this retails for $44, but it's on sale for $22. This is an item that I am really keeping my eyes open on. I have been eyeing this palette for such a long time, but I didn't want to pay the money for it, the full price. But now that it's on sale for half off and then the discount, this is something I'm really thinking about getting. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this doesn't sell out by the time I make my next purchase. Then the next thing I have on here is from Danessa Myricks. It's the Power Bronzer Cream Bronzer. That is such a mouthful. It's $26 retail, and I've heard a lot of good things about Danessa Myricks. It does look small, but it's not that expensive. So I'm like, ugh, do I need it? Do I want it? Like, I do want it, but do I need it is the real question. I have a lot of bronzers in my collection, so we will see. Then the next thing I have on here, which I'm surprised they have my shade, well, at least the shade that I think might match me. It's the KVD Beauty Good Apple Skin Perfecting Hydrating Foundation Balm for $38. I have the shade Light 021. I don't know if I want to get this. I think I want to get it just because of the hype around it. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. That's like a maybe. Then the next thing I have on here is from Ilia. It's the... Oh, I took something out of my cart. Shoot. The Ilia Nightlife Bronzer Powder, and it's in the shade Dawn In for $34. I just want to get it because I heard Kathleen Lights talking about it, and she hyped up this product so much, and I don't know, I just want it because of that. Then the next thing I have on here is from Beauty Blender. It's the Power Pocket Puff for $15. Now, I was going to get this originally, but when I seen my total, I was like, I think I might have to wait to get you. So that is something I'm really like looking at to purchase. Then the next thing I have on here, I don't know if I had talked about it. Was that the one I deleted? Shit, it's not. The next thing I have on here is from Charlotte Tilbury. I have two. I have the Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder, setting spray. I have the full size and the small size. So the full size retails for $35 and the small one is $20. I've heard everybody talking about this setting spray, that it's good, it doesn't transfer, it stays on your face, your makeup stays on for a really long time. So I'm like, do I want to spend $35 on a setting spray when I could just try it out first and get the 20? So we will see. If anything, if I do decide to get it, I will get the small one. Then the next thing I have on here is from Danessa Myricks again. It's the Light Work Highlighting Palette, and it's for $42. It's the lightest palette on her site. She has two different ones, a light one and a dark one. I have heard really good things about this palette, and I love highlighter. Like, highlighter is one of my favorite things, so I'm really eyeing this product. Then the next thing I have on here is from KVD Beauty. It's the Everlasting Blush in the shade Poppy. Now, I have heard really good things about this specific shade, Poppy, and it's perfect timing because it is on sale right now for $13. Now, I added this last minute because I was actually going through every brand last night, actually, before the sale started, and I literally every brand from alphabetical order. And when I got to KVD, I noticed that these blushes were on, well, not all of them, some of them were on sale. So, and those are one of the blushes that I want to try, Poppy. So more than likely I'll get that blush. Then the next thing I have on here is from Gucci. I don't know why I've been having my hand up this whole time. Anyways, the next one is from Gucci. It's the foundation. It's $68. I might hold off on this for now. It is pricey, $68. I don't know if I want to spend $68 on Gucci right now. I just bought that bronzer last summer, and I might have to hold off a little bit. Then the next thing I have on here is from Patrick Starr, his brand One Size. It's the Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer for $30. I've heard really good things about this, and it sounds like something that would be good for me, so I want to try it. More than likely, if I do make another purchase, I will get this product. Then the next thing I have on here is the Mcgrath Acne Body Wash for $44. I have been dealing with back acne for a couple months now, and it's getting worse as the time goes. It's starting to really hurt and just be sensitive back there, so I want to try something for it. I've tried to use other products and like really scrub back there, and it keeps on coming back and it's painful. So I've heard a lot of good things about Mcgrath, so I'm hoping this will work for me. So we will see. $44, it is a lot, but hey, if it's for acne and it'll work, then I'll get it. Then the next thing I have is from Gucci. Ooh, another Gucci. Did I just talk about this? No, I didn't. I guess I'm getting confused with foundation. But anyways, it's the setting powder for $62. Again, I might just hold off on this. I don't know if I want to spend that much on a product right now. I know my total will be like skyrocketed if I bought these Gucci products just with the Gucci products. So I might hold off on that for now. Then the next thing I have is the Tatcha Mini Liquid Silk Canvas for $22. I've heard really good things about this. I've heard that this is better than the actual one in the pot. So I might try it. I actually, more than likely, I'll get it. It's the mini, so that way I don't want to spend, I think it's like $50, something like that, just for the bronzer. I mean, for the primer. I don't know if I want to spend that much. So if anything, I'll just get the mini. And what else do I have on here? Let me check real quick to see what because I know I think it was this. Let me see. Give me a second. Oh, it was this. Okay, cool. So the product that I put back into my loves list, it's out of stock now. Actually, everything from this brand is out of stock, and it's like driving me crazy because I want it. It's from LYS Beauty. It's a new brand that's came to Sephora, Clean Beauty. I want the foundation, the bronzer, and the blush. And of course, everything that I want from it is sold out. Let me see. The bronzer was in stock literally a couple hours before the sale started, and I'm not even kidding you, like not even 10 seconds it was sold out. Like it sold out so fast, it was unbelievable. Let me check the bronzers to see if there's anything available. Yeah, the only shade in the bronzer is the darkest shade, and then the blush, let's see, all the blushes are sold out. And then the foundation, since my foundation is sold out, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 shades are sold out, which is not bad, but of course the shade that I need would be sold out. Crazy. Alright, you guys, that is it for what is on my wish list and my recommendations for this year's Sephora VIB spring sale. If there's anything that you guys are buying during the sale, let me know in the comments down below what it is, what's your favorite product, what you guys been using, all that good stuff. So until the next one, I will catch you guys later. Bye!